Hello, I'm Mark Christensen, Research Director of the Heritage Food Crops Research Trust. The Trust is a charitable trust established to research the early prevention and treatment of disease through the medicinal properties of plant-based food. Research across the world shows that natural foods can be at the forefront of the battle against cancer. This is critically important as cancer rates are rising in the developed world. It is also becoming more of an issue in the developing world, with a rising middle class and increasing affluence. Increasingly, studies are showing the benefits of selected natural foods. The focus of this video clip is on disease prevention through eating one very special apple variety. In the case of apples, previous research at Cornell University indicated that colon cancer cell proliferation could be inhibited by 29% by consuming Red Delicious apple flesh and 43% in the case of the Red Delicious apple skin. Following on from this, Canadian research in 2005 analysed the relative amounts of polyphenols and antioxidants in a selection of commercial apple varieties, both important for our health and for their cancer-fighting properties. Their data showed a wide range of the compounds in these main apple varieties, with Red Delicious having the highest level for both polyphenols and antioxidants. This finding was confirmed by research carried out in New Zealand by Plant and Food Research, a government-owned institute. Of the range of commercial and New Zealand bred varieties grown in this country, there was wide variation in the concentration of health-promoting antioxidants, with once again Red Delicious exhibiting the highest concentration of total phenolics. The Heritage Food Crops Research Trust commissioned the Plant and Food Research Institute to do an extension of this New Zealand research focusing on selected heritage and seedling varieties. Our control comparison apple varieties were Red Delicious and also the modern cultivar Pacific Rose. The research, which looked at over 250 varieties, resulted in a significant discovery. Many heritage varieties of apples ranked significantly higher in levels of beneficial health-giving compounds than modern commercial varieties. This graph shows the overall phenolic compounds detected in the varieties tested. The highest levels were detected in a New Zealand variety from a 100-year-old seedling tree that was given the name Monty's Surprise. Similar results were gained comparing the levels of health-giving flavonoids. The third highest ranking Fuero Rus is a specialist cider apple, not suitable for eating. The highest rated cultivar was the Monty's Surprise, with far higher levels of flavonoids than the previously highly regarded Red Delicious, and also better than standard modern cultivars such as Pacific Rose. The testing also looked at the levels of procyanidin compounds in the 250 varieties analysed. The three procyanidin compounds are B2, epicatechin, and catechin. Again, the heritage varieties showed enhanced quantities compared with commercial apples, with Monty Surprise having very high levels of these beneficial procyanidin compounds. Monty Surprise has extremely high levels of antioxidants. This was a chance roadside seedling tree discovered in a remote part of the central North Island of New Zealand. It is now grown in commercial nurseries, and thousands of trees have also been given away by the Trust in partnership with local community and public health groups. Regarding protection against cancer, the compounds known as procyanidins have been shown to have the ability to pass through the intestinal wall of the human body and exert a chemotherapeutic effect on cancer cells within the colon. The result is apoptosis, a natural form of cell suicide of the cancer cells. The Monty Surprise apple has very high levels of these procyanidin compounds. Cancer cells in a cell culture proliferate quickly. However, research conducted in Strasbourg, France, showed that procyanidin compounds in apple can reduce this rate depending on the amount of the compounds in the variety of apple. In earlier research, the best performing apple in their trials was a French cider apple called Antoinette. However, tests using extracts of Monty Surprise apple showed the greatest reduction in proliferation. This was particularly the case when higher rates of the Monty Surprise apple extracts were used. Analysis shows that all parts of the Monty Surprise apple contain beneficial compounds. However, the skin has the highest concentrations. The flesh and skin can be consumed as fresh fruit or processed by cooking, drying or juicing. Currently, Monty Surprise apple trees are available in New Zealand, Australia, France and Belgium, and it has been quarantined for release in the United States. The Trust hopes that this video will encourage the consumption of apples, particularly highly beneficial varieties such as Monty's Surprise.